What up, YouTube? Are you ready? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home arcades. It's your boys, Detroit Love, P-Dubs Arcade Loft, Michael B. the Game Genie, and Nostalgia with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes Friday night just got live.
You know what, Carl? That was actually a pretty good one, buddy. I enjoyed that one. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home arcade. Every week you come up with new ones, Carl, and they just keep getting better and better. Thanks so much, man. Nobody does an intro better than Detroit Love. Ain't that right, everybody in the chat? Let's give some shout-outs to Carl there in the chat. Happy Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2026. That's right. We are in second quarter of 2026. Can you believe that, guys? Already 3 months have gone by, 9 months to go. What the hell can possibly happen in the world of video games, arcades, and retro gaming? Well, we'll talk about it every week here on the Super Game Room Dudes. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, click that bell for notifications, and come hang out with us. I'm your host, P-Dubs. With me, as always, Carl, Detroit Love, Michael B. the Game Genie. How's it going? You know, I almost wore my Indiana Jones shirt today, Mike. I just looked at you, and I just saw you were wearing yours, because I have the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom shirt, and I love it. It's such a cool shirt, and you're wearing your Raiders of the Lost Ark shirt. I'm jealous, man. I'm gonna go change. I'll be right back.
Carl, you got to go out and buy a Dial of Destiny shirt.
I have to buy something. All my arcade shirts are too big.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have to do that.
So excuse me, guys. I'm sipping on some coffee because P-Dubs didn't get his nap today, so I'm a little grumpy. And when I'm grumpy, anything can happen tonight. We could take a visit to the beach. There could be a rant. God knows if grumpy P-Dubs will show up. Although I'm in a good mood right now. I'm in a good mood because I'm here hanging out with my buddies like we do every Friday night that we've been doing for years, man. I mean, ain't nobody gonna wreck my style. Ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Oh no. Got to keep on moving. All right, so tonight we got a number of topics we want to talk about. Wonderland Pinball. Mike says there's big Wonderland TMNT news. We'll find out what that is. Iconic Arcade Double Dragon. AtGames Sky Titans. As well as Earthshaker Pinball. As well as Mike actually sent me a whole list of other topics. And then also, there's other topics we want to talk about too, guys. So just bear with us here. we didn't have a chance to like get everything ready. So a lot of this we're going to do on the fly, as well as we're going to test out a new feature. That's right. You know, there's so many different ways you can stream podcast shows, right? And StreamYard, which is the service we use for this particular show, has added the ability to where it supports polls now, polls within StreamYard versus us doing the YouTube polls, which only people on YouTube can see. And then by the time the show, like let's say you're watching on replay, in the live chat where like the poll results show, you know, they don't show up again on the replay. So people who are watching the replay, and keep in mind 90% of your views come on the replay. Shout out to the top 10% who are here every week watching live. The 90% who watch on replay, they don't even get to see that stuff. So let's give it a shot. This is the first time we're doing this, guys, so just bear with me. Let's go ahead, since we're going to kick off the show talking about AtGames. I'm going to put a poll up right here. Let's see what happens when we put it up here. Oh, look at that, Mike!
I like it.
I like it. I like it. Will Earthshaker be the last Zen Studios game on AtGames? Make sure you guys go ahead and vote in the poll if you can. I don't see any results popping in yet, but I don't know how it works. Oh, we could also change the placement, Mike. We could move it over here as well. That's interesting.
When Nostalgia comes back, can we put it right over his face?
Yeah, we can. We can. So this is great. Look, we can see it live. Look at this, guys. This is really cool. Nice new feature. And now that we're popping the cherry on it, everyone else is going to use it. But that's what it's for. That's what StreamYard's for. Everyone uses it. So, but But there's so many different. I like how StreamYard, Restream, Melon, they keep adding more and more little things to try and entice customers to pay $500 a year to use their service. Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, before we get started, we got to say hi to the chat. But before I do, Carl, what's off the top of your mind, Detroit Love? I missed you. I know I had a phone call with you the other night, really late, and you were in your silk pajamas, talking to all the guys, hanging out with us. But how's your week been, buddy? Like, what are you up to?
We're moving our office. So we're moving on the 22nd. We're going to be moving. We're moving from downtown to a little suburb. So I'm going to lose my 21st floor view of the river. I'll see the parking lot from my second story window. So that's going to be a little bummer, but it'd be closer to home, have a shorter ride, and I won't have to pay city taxes anymore. So there's some pros and cons to it, but it's a lot of stress. You know, all these things you have to do to move. You know, there's a million little projects that has to happen. And I'm sure we're going to miss something. We never moved the office. We've been there 25 years, you know, so I'm sure there's going to be something interesting that happens. But so far, we've just been running it. So at the end of every week, I look forward to meeting with you guys so I can not think about all that chaos and just hang out and talk about some home arcade, baby.
Good stuff. Mike, how have you been? How was your week? You've been all over the place lately.
Oh, man, it's been a busy week. It was Easter week, so my daughter had the week off. I don't know how it works in the U.S. I think you guys do a spring break, but here in Canada, they let the kids off the week after Easter. So Scarlett's been off all week, and she's been everywhere, from going to friends' houses to having sleepovers at my wife's parents', my parents' last night. So she's been busy. I've been home with Tommy. Luckily, Lara stayed home 2 days this week with us, so that was great. I played a shitload of Elvira House of Horrors pinball. That's been fun. And much like you, I've been diving back into Resident Evil Requiem, so I've been having fun with that. It's been a good week. I actually jumped on a couple shows. Our buddy Todd, Nerd Lounge Master, started his new show, Just Todd, this week, and I decided to jump on that, and I got invited on the Arcade Insiders last night, had a good conversation with them. Nice to clear the air and, move forward and do cool stuff.
I gotta say this. I am very, very disappointed in you.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Because the fact that you did what you did yesterday really rubbed me the wrong way, Mike. Okay. And I think we should talk about it. I think that moving forward, you need to promote Just Todd more often. Because I only saw one post about Just Todd yesterday, and Todd is awesome, and he deserves more promotion from Mike, who is, considering I'm quasi-retired. Mike, have you become the new mayor of home arcades? You're all over the place lately.
I don't know about that. I don't know about mayor, but I will say I was the only person that posted about Just Todd in the Super Game Room Dudes Facebook fan page. I didn't.
Well, you beat me to it. I didn't want to spam it. You beat me to it. But is Nerd Lounge Master here in the chat, guys? Is he here? If so, say hi to Todd. Make sure you subscribe to Nerd Lounge Master's channel, longtime home arcade content creator, and give him a sub and check out his new podcast show called Just Todd. What a great name. I freaking love it. I love it. The creativity is awesome. Gamer Fridge is here as well. He does a fantastic show on Mondays before us, as well as Glenn's Retro Show. Make sure you guys subscribe to Gamer Fridge. We love all the crew. Real quick.
He doesn't do the show on Friday anymore. He's back to Mondays, buddy.
Oh, he's back to Mondays?
He's back to Mondays. Get with the now, P-dubs.
Well, I'm a little behind on the times. Forgive me, guys. Also, I want to talk about something.
Well, which brings up, is there any place that one can go and just see where all the shows are and what time they are on? Because I have no idea what time these shows are on.
That's a really good idea.
In a really Discord channel or something, somebody should have this.
I'm going to post a calendar on the Super Game Room Dudes Facebook fan page of Mike B's approved shows, because you know what they say, I'm a gatekeeper, so if you want to know which shows you should go to.
Mike, you're always stirring the pot, man. You're always stirring the pot.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, but speaking of stirring the pot, I was in the kitchen today making some leftover spaghetti, and I remembered how, do you guys remember back in the day when everyone ate like delicious homemade spaghetti or restaurant spaghetti, and Mike was eating the Chef Boyardee spaghetti? It was so funny how one day we were all eating spaghetti.
Carl had spaghetti. You didn't have shit.
I mean, who eats Chef Boyardee spaghetti? It's disgusting. You know what I mean? It's terrible. But Mike was loving it. He had 2 cans of it. It was all over his face. We even had that picture drawn up, which I don't even know if I have it on my computer anymore. I got to find it. But we got, okay, enough shooting the shit, guys. We got a number of things to talk about tonight. But before we do, I wanted to mention real quick, because it wasn't on our list here, but I just found out some news. So if it's new to me, it's new to me, and might be old news to you. But I was checking out Glenn's retro show before our show went live, and Glenn mentioned, he was talking about the FU cabinet and current status, and talk about the Viper board and all that stuff, and that was all cool to hear. But then I asked a question in his live chat. I said, hey, Glenn, for those of us who missed out on the FU multicade, because remember, I wanted to back Glenn, but when he put the Kickstarter up, I did not have the spending money available, right? Not without my wife ripping my head off. So I missed out on the Kickstarter.
All about timing,
I even messaged Glenn. I'm like, Glenn, I want to help you out, man. I want to support it, but I just don't have the money this month before the Kickstarter closes. He's like, that's cool, man. That's cool. There'll be more. But anyways, so I asked him in the chat, will there be more? And he mentioned that there will be more units coming. They will not do a second Kickstarter, which is good to hear. He said what he's doing is he's kind of working with some people, potentially Rec Room Masters who build awesome arcade cabinets, where other people will build and sell them, and they'll do pre-orders, like take a batch of 50 or take a batch of 100 he was talking about on his show. And that excites me, Mike, because I know when that machine comes out, there's going to be a lot of people pretty excited about what it can do and all the options available. And I might be able to get one at that time, Mike. So I'm pretty excited. And good for Glenn, right, guys? Good for Glenn in the chat. I mean, when you're starting your own arcade company, releasing your first big arcade machine, there's a lot of stress involved, I'm sure. Just getting it out the door, right? Getting it out the door.
For sure.
So yeah, I'm in on that.
Well, thank God. It's about time you added a multicade to your arcade.
Well, I mean, it's that time where I do some swapping and some moving. You already noticed I got some swapping going on back here. Like this thing, I'm just going to mod it and sell it.
I thought you were selling your Chulix. Oh, you are, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to mod it first and then sell it. That way I can get even more money than just selling it with the Pandora box.
I'm doing the same thing with my iArcade.
So I'm going to mod it, then sell it, because there's a different sit-down arcade I've been waiting over a year to buy, and I'd like that to happen. Okay. So there you go. Big shout out to Glenn, guys. Make sure you vote in the poll. It's so much simpler nowadays, guys. All you got to do is press 1, 2, or 3. And also, think about it. YouTube polls, what do they do when you're watching on your phone or your television? They like cover the live chat, right? They cover the live chat. You can't see it. You got to click dismiss to get rid of it. It's a pain in the ass. But now you don't have that problem, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Really quickly, I just got to respond to Josh Dendy's question for a second, and I don't know.
Don't you talk shit about my Polycade, man.
I'm not going to talk shit about the Polycade itself, but does anybody follow Polycade on Twitter? They put out probably the worst and most confusing ad I had ever seen in my entire life this week. Look at this. It's the Polycade play food smoking. Was it like... Who are they targeting here? What does this have to do with arcades?
Well, as a cigarette smoker and as someone who owns a Polycade, I feel like the ad hit home for me. So
you were like, fucking right.
I was like, well, when I saw it, I was like, validated. It actually kind of reminds me of, put the ad back up.
Oh my.
There you go. So it reminds me of, for some reason, now you guys aren't going to see this, but this is what I see. When I see this, it reminds me of Do you guys remember the advertisements that went viral where you had the guy sitting in a chair watching his television from like the 80s or the 90s, and the sound was blowing him and his scarf was blowing in the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah.
one of the most famous ads of all time. The guy sitting in his little sofa, and it's a side view of him staring at his like Zenith wooden TV, and it being so loud, his sunglasses, his scarf is blowing in the wind, and there's like a cheesy lamp there. It just, that's the vibe I got from it. I think they were going retro on this, Mike. I think they were going retro. So that's what I see. Yeah.
I would love to know what people think. For me, I just saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this art house crap?
Yeah, Maxell tapes. That's it. Billy Woods. That's it. The Maxell, or is it Maxwell? Was it Maxwell? Yeah, Maxwell tapes. I think we're missing a W there. I think it was Maxwell. Yeah, something like that. We got to find it. Now now I'm on the hunt. Y'all got to wait for the show to start. I'm sorry. So, TV ad, dude in chair, wind blowing. What a way to type something in Google, right? Let's do.
Yeah, don't put it up
images.
on the screen until you're sure. When you type in blowing on Google,
It's like one of the most famous ads of all time. No, it is Maxell. Yeah. Well, this is a zoomed in view of it, so you don't get to see the TV behind him. But here we go. Let's go ahead and share screen. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about right here. Check it out right here. Oh, right there. Look at that. There it is. You guys remember this? It's like the most famous ad ever, and it was Maxell. Maxell, not, there's no W in there. I'm sorry, Billy. Don't make a video saying I misquoted you like AtGames. I apologize, Billy.
I strongly have to disagree with you. Strongly have to disagree.
Well, that's the vibe I get.
The greatest ad of all time was Hulk Hogan in the Right Guard commercials. Anything less would be uncivilized. That's the correct answer.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's dive into AtGames. Let's get this show moving. A lot of people are waiting. And also, I would like to play some golf tonight. I haven't played golf in over a week, so I got the itch. All right. Did AtGames bring us the ultimate updates? All right, guys, it's so easy to vote in the poll. Just press 1, 2, or 3, depending on which option you like down there in the chat. Will Earthshaker be the last Zen Studios game on AtGames? Mike, go ahead, take it away. Tell us all about what's going on, and I'm assuming you have assets and all that stuff.
Well, I have the video they put out. That's the only asset that's really out right now. Is they put out a short about Earthshaker coming out. We get a look at the play field. This is presumably what's going to be on the 4KP. Apparently the rumor is this is the last game that is in development from Zen Studios. So.
Wait! We didn't say hi to the chat.
Yes, we didn't. That's you. That's on you.
Oh my God, guys, should we just move forward with AtGames, or should we say hi to the chat? Do you guys need your shout outs, or are you grown men who can survive without your shout outs? Let me know. Holy smokes, I can't believe we forgot that, Carl. Why didn't you stop me, Carl? Why didn't you shut me up? Say, P-dubs, you talk too damn much. You're muted, Carl. Carl, what'd you say? Were you talking smack? Now I gotta read lips?
I actually wasn't saying anything, just mess with you.
All right, they said keep it moving. All right, let's get back to the topic. All right, guys, here's your shout-outs. Hey, everybody's who's here in the best live chat in the home arcades live streams. Thanks so much, guys. Always appreciate your positivity, your sense of humor, the fact that you guys are all immature dudes like us who like dick and fart jokes, as well as playing arcade and pinball games. We appreciate you guys being here. There's your shout-outs. AtGames.
No. We have to follow MG's rules. He'll get really upset if we don't. MG, formerly known as MG, thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a wonderful week full of many delightful meals and pleasant experiences. I hope to once again see you in golf in the very near future.
There we go. All right, Mike, let's roll it back and try it again. Go ahead. All right, Mike, you were saying before you were so rudely interrupted.
Williams Earthshaker, rumored to be the last Zen Studios games coming out for the AtGames platforms. Apparently, some people found a list of the games AtGames were working on, and it was just this and Wrath of the Elder Gods that were in the pipes. This one's going to be available April 15th on the App Store X. I'm excited. I'm a Williams Zen Studios guy, so this is one I'm definitely going to be picking up day one. Hopefully it's really good. Hopefully the conversion to the AtGames 4KP is good. We know it's not going to be 4K. That's not new news, but it's still really super fun to play. So the question is now, are people excited for Earthshaker? And do they think it's the last game? Is that rumor true, or is more on the way?
I'm letting Carl talk.
Yeah, no, I love Williams tables. I love most of them, but Earthquaker's not one that I've played often, so I'll have to try it out and see what I think about it because it's not on my radar.
Billy Woods Mod says he has a feeling that with nothing else in testing, we're going to get an announcement soon after this release that they are done, that Mel Kirk and Zen Studios have wiped their hands of the AtGames partnership, which is really interesting if that happens, because I think that will hurt AtGames more than help them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're like, okay, well, that collaboration didn't make sense, right? And you're cool with, companies no longer partnering together, but this is like the reason people were getting the 4K pinball. You know what I'm saying? Let's all mute our phones, guys, because mine's beeped like 9 times. I just put it on silent myself. So
I'm gonna turn mine up. Is that okay?
Yeah, turn it up. And guys in the chat, Jim, Boozy, Meatball, can you guys put your phones on vibrate, please? We're trying to do a damn show here. You know what I mean? So I think this hurts it. You know what I mean? It hurts it big time. Thanks for the star. Thanks for the SW AtGames. Not what's the SW?
Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars.
So like, it sucks. It really sucks. But at the same time, it's not terrible if you already have like everything you really want. Like I have both Elvira's on this. I have Attack from Mars, Medieval Madness, Totan. I have Theater of Magic. I got a really good ton of games that I'm going to play on this, a shit ton. So I've got a very good library. So I'm thankful if this is the last, that the partnership lasted. We got these games. I'm also a little confused because AtGames also announced a Addams Family Legends Pinball HDP coming to Sam's Club later this year. So if the partnership is over, what does that mean? Like, do they still have rights to the games they already release? Can they release another machine? How does that work? And
well, wait a minute.
I'm also one quick second. I'm also disappointed because there's some games that just never got there that I really wanted. I wasn't so much looking forward to Star Wars as other people were, but like there were Williams games I still wanted to see, like no Indiana Jones Pinball Adventure, no Circus Voltaire. So there was still a bunch of games I still wanted to see come to the device.
Well, I'm confused though. The HDP, they haven't officially announced Zen Studio games coming to that one, right? That's the TMNT one, guys. That's at Sam's Club. They're going to make an AtGames version. So, but then again, if they're doing an Addams Family, why would they do the thing without the game? Why would it have the artwork without the game? You know what I mean?
You assume that Zen is going to be coming to the HDP. That's the purpose of their announcement. They were just running a big sale on the HDP. And of course, people are probably going to be cautious about buying the HDP if they don't think Zen is coming.
Well, didn't Mel Kirk from Zen Studios, didn't he go on the Blockade podcast and say it's not even compatible with the HDP? Or did I hear that podcast wrong? I could have heard it wrong. Let me know in the chat, guys.
Yeah, I could be misquoting this as well. But what I heard was he said AtGames want us to bring it to the HDP. And he talked about how the 4KP was underpowered, and he said they want us to bring it to the HDP. We'll see. He didn't really give a definitive answer. It was kind of like a brush-off answer, which I mostly took as he's asking them for more money.
Yeah. Interesting, too. I'm wondering also what kind of version would the game be. Obviously, it would be 60 frames per second. Zen Studios would do that, but you know how like on the 4K, the Zen Studios games can only do like 1440p. It's not even 4K. I'm wondering what they would do, because the HDP is 1080, right? It's 1080p screen. What if, now call me crazy, guys, this might really upset you in the chat, but what if they have to come back and go, okay, well, to get our games to run on this hardware on this little machine, we can't even do 1080p. What if they do 720p, like the arcade one-up versions?
I don't think that'll happen.
Like the arcade one-up pinball. I think, oh man, guys, can you imagine if it comes out to be 720p? Oh my god, that would be terrible. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's 1080p.
It's the same brain as the 4KP has, so the processing power won't be an issue. And if anything, it should run smoother now because they don't have to try to upconvert to 2K, which what they were doing on the 4KP.
Yeah, there you go. The work's already done. Same chipset. Good to see you, Nate. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. All right, so maybe it'll be 1080p. Maybe it will be, but you never know. You never know. Oh, it does have the 4K chip?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was something in between. Well, my apologies, guys. I've been on vacation. Relax, dudes. Calm
You
down.
haven't been on vacation. You've been in the thick of it.
I have not been. All right, there you guys go. Let's go ahead and end the poll in the chat. I want to see what happens here when we end the poll. So will Earthshaker be the last Zen Studios game on AtGames? The feedback, the rumors are spreading, and you guys voted. 33% of you said yes, 26% said no, and 42% said I don't know. There you go. It's locked in, guys. It's locked in. There you go. We can go ahead and hide that now. Very cool. All right, I like the fact that we can do the polls like this now versus in the YouTube chat.
B Kong already wrote complaining. He was like, guys, the poll is still showing up on the screen.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He wrote us on Facebook. That's why my phone was going off. He was very offended.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, all right, cool. Well, I mean, if it truly does have the same board or chipset as the 4K pinball, and they do 1080p, is 1080p versions of Zen Studios games bad? I don't think so. I mean, I play 1080p pinball like on my computer monitors from Zen Studios, so I think that's okay. Go ahead, Carl. What do we got here?
Gallagher Guy 88, thank you for the $5 super chat, says, I am so glad that after charging $2K for the 4KP with no 4K, you now only need to spend $3K to get the 4K. AtGames doing what AtGames does.
Yeah, so B was trying to help more than anything else. I love B. B's got some huge news to share with you pretty soon too. And also, Nate, you're 100% right. Like, it depends on the contract. We've been debating about this behind the scenes for weeks now. Like, can they just release the same games on the HDP? Do they have the right to do so? Is there a clause in the contract that they need to sign a new licensing agreement where it is a new platform, or how does it work? I guess we'll find out in the near future. And also, huge thank you to Gallagher Guy for the super chat. Guys, right after the show is over, there's a redirect set up to bring you to Gaming Happy Hour with Gallagher Guy. He's got some big guests tonight, and they're going to be talking about their gaming pet peeves. I think they're just going to be bitching about YouTube. We'll find out, but you might want to stick around for that one.
Yeah, make sure you guys support Gallagher Guy if you can, if you're free. Give him a view, hit the thumbs up button, all that stuff. We love his show. He does usually after ours, and sometimes we go long, and I feel bad because I know a couple of our viewers would love to go watch Gallagher from start to finish. So, my apologies, Gallagher. Tonight's not going to be an easy night. We might be getting out of here on time tonight, folks, so don't worry about that. Mike, let's hop on over to talking about this new pinball game, AtGames Dinosaur Dynasty 3.
Yeah.
Here's my quick thoughts. If you guys remember, Dinosaur Dynasty 1, I really wasn't a big fan of. Dinosaur Dynasty 2, I loved a lot more than the first one. And I'm actually pretty excited about this one, guys. Like, I think that this is a great idea. Now we're going to base it based upon the flying dinosaurs, which we didn't really get a ton of. I mean, there's the one in the first Dinosaur Dynasty game where the one pterosaur picks up your ball and carries it up towards like that volcano area. But minus that, they're really not present. So I like the fact that this game is going to be themed around all the fly. Look how badass that looks. Like, I like the fact that this game is going to be themed around the flying dinosaurs. But go ahead, Mike, take it away.
Yeah, so Sky Titans was announced. The big piece of the announcement was it's just all CGI AI type video they did for the commercial, but it looks really good. It gives a good idea of what the game's going to be about. And the big announcement was this is also going to be designed by Scott Shelton, who is becoming a designing name for AtGames. He's done a lot of their original tables. Most recently, he's done like Firefighter Wildlands and P-Dub's absolute favorite game of all time that he can't stop glazing about, Police Street Patrol, which is apparently the greatest game ever made. And all kidding aside, thank you very much, Blockade Podcast, for doing a video on Police Street Patrol and talking some common sense into people. Vindication!
Oh my God! Just because, what was his big complaint? Oh, there's no memorable call-outs. Like that was his big complaint.
You didn't watch the video. You didn't watch the video.
Well, I don't care.
Apply during.
I live by my own opinion. Opinions on YouTube, including ours, guys, are simply recommendations. We all make up our own minds for ourselves, don't we? Surely, no one in our live chat is a mindless drone that just follows the leader, right? Yeah, there you go. Mike's mad because everyone liked P. Yeah, I think personally, I don't want us to get going down that path. I'm trying to keep the show positive, but I think Mike's determined to hate Police Street Patrol for some reason. Ain't that right,
No, not
Carl?
at all. Not at all. I love Police Street Patrol. It's just Carl was the first person to say it. I said, the ball is still really bouncy. And Carl said, yeah, I noticed that. Certain people, no matter what it takes, are not going to like that. And no one, for some reason, is stating that stuff. They're all like, it's perfect. It's a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 15 out of 10. And I think for an AtGames original, it fucking is. It is absolutely the best AtGames original they've ever made. I love it. I've been having fun playing it. But it's not fair to say everybody will love it. Some people, like Carl, might not like the way it plays.
Absolutely will not like how it plays.
Bobby one ALU will well. I need to be told this by the mayor. Do I buy this table or not? I'm feeling very positive about Dinosaur Dynasty 3. Can't wait to see more of it. And
why were the dinosaurs flying so slow? It's putting me to sleep.
I think that was Mike's video because Mike, whenever he shares stuff on stream, it looks like ass. But if I share it, it looks great. Maybe it's because I got that super fast internet. I don't know what it is. Mike, remember, guys, Mike lives on an island. You know what I mean? Like,
oh no, I
damn near Iceland. Near Iceland.
Internet's been crap lately. I gotta
Greenland
mess it around.
Yeah.
He's near Greenland, just right across the water from Greenland.
I'll never forget the one guy who bought a Dinosaur Dynasty AtGames pinball. Do you guys remember? And he put the Jurassic Park logo on it. And it instantly became a Jurassic Park machine. Like, all he had to do was add the circle with the T-Rex, the red logo sticker, and boom, it was great. It was great. There you guys go. So that's what's going on in the world of AtGames. We'll have to see, because if they truly aren't going to get any more Zen Studios games, I think that's going to hurt them in the long run. And hopefully those two companies can hash it out to keep putting their games on this platform, because that's, otherwise you really don't need it. Otherwise you could just go buy their HD pinball and then just plug in a computer and just do it that way, right? And play, obviously, the better versions of the games than the native AtGames versions, right? But
not everybody wants to hook up a PC.
Right. They don't want to, because then you got to buy a PC. Then you got to set it up.
And it's a fucking pain in the ass. Like, I'm not super computer savvy, but I couldn't get the new Zen Studios to work on my 4KP. The screens got all messed up, and it was a nightmare. So not everybody wants to do that. Some people just want to buy the game and play it on their machine, even if it is a lesser version, because it has to run on the AtGames 4KP, whatever way Zen is trying to port it over.
Yeah, and even with the floaty stuff, I mean, it's still, if that's the only way you get to play, it's still better than not being able to play
100%.
at all. So.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, the game is awesome. Like the code, the layout, and like the flow of the machine is great. I'm having a ton of fun. I suck at it, but it is great. It's just, I throw the disclaimer out there. Not everybody's going to like it.
You see what happens when you get 3 real pinball machines? You become an elitist, Carl. Can you believe this? You become some sort of elitist pinball snob. You know what I mean? I have seven real pinball machines, and guess what, guys? After 6 years, I'm used to the magic pixel pinball physics. Like,
oh yeah, don't get me wrong, but not
Like-
everybody's gonna like them. That like,
you know,
how is
it's
that
like
not a
playing
fair
pinball.
statement?
It's like playing pinball with a rubber pinball. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Oh,
feel like
it's a
there's
super
any.
ball, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any real weight to the ball, whereas the ball actually looks and feels and plays heavier on a Zen physics, right? So I mean, it's like boop, 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 boop. You're watching the ball go around like crazy. It's fun. I like it. It's fun. I don't care what all you say. I am going to stay here on the train of positivity tonight. I am not.
He's crazy, Carl. That game is shit.
Man, I got kicked off the show. That was rude.
It must
All
be
right.
Michael's internet.
Yeah, Carl. Real quick, what are your thoughts on Mike crapping on Magic Pixel physics?
Well, again, I haven't
the
played the
end of world?
game. I don't have
Yeah.
the ability to play it in my home. All my AtGames products are
Yep.
out of commission. But again, I'm always delighted that AtGames at least give their owners the ability to add tables, because that's not, I have my toy shop and I hadn't add a VPX game in years because it's a pain in the ass to add games, right? And I got over 300 games, tables as well. But it's not easy to add tables to the pinball table. So I'm just glad they have it. Not everyone's going to like every new game, but
Sure.
maybe you'll like the next one. So as long as they keep
Yeah.
making games, you're in a good place.
Yeah. Excellent. As always, Carl knows what to say to put a pin in it. Right, Carl? He's like, this is it. Carl, you know what you need to do on all your videos, on your thumbnails? You should put the final word on all your thumbnails.
Remember, who was it who did that? I think
I
it
don't
was
remember.
Unqualified Critics.
I don't remember.
He put a video out and he was like, the final word. No one else can review this. I have said the final word.
Is he still unqualified, or is he now qualified?
He was unqualified to make that comment that it was the final word. There was more words to be said.
All right. Well, it's kind of like RGT85. RGT85, big popular video game YouTuber. He loves to do instead of like titling something like Nintendo Switch Luigi's Mansion review, instead of doing that like everyone else, his reviews all have the same title. It's called The Truth in capital letters about like Nintendo Switch Mario Luigi's Mansion. Like that'll be his title, right? And it's such a corny title, but it's clickbait that works, because you guys may have seen it on my channel. I've done that a couple of times. I've only done it like 2 or 3 times, but it did increase the click rate, Mike. Like, even though you're proclaiming the truth, when it's really, I mean, it's always, guys, everything on the internet is your personal truth, not the truth.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's clickbait that works. It's clickbait that works.
I'll always remember something Cool Toy told me a long time ago. If someone puts honest or truth in a review, you can almost 1000% guarantee that person is lying.
That sounds like Doug. Doug would say something like that. Okay, so let's move on here from AtGames. I want to talk about Iconic Arcade's Double Dragon. And Mike, go ahead and take it away. I don't know if you have pictures or something to show. I'm going to put a poll up here in the chat real quick, guys, and then I'm going to shut up so Mike can go. All you have to do is press 1, 2, or 3 in the live chat. Is Iconic Arcade Double Dragon? What are your thoughts so far, guys? Looks awesome. I'm interested. Number 2, no interest. Number 3, I need more info before you get hyped. Let me know in the chat, guys. Vote in the poll. Press 1, 2, or 3 in the live chat to vote for your answer. All right, Mike, take it away. I'll shut up. Go ahead.
So yeah, this is a video that came out this past week from our buddy To Die For, Bobby Vu, honoring, I'm trying to see if I can say his name correct. I can't remember it now off the top of my head, but the creator of Double Dragon, it's like Yoshihiro Tashahide or something like that. And I'm sorry about the pronunciation. I definitely got his name wrong. But he passed away, so Bobby Vu put up this video of the latest Iconic prototype that's going to be coming out. Did create some confusion because people started saying, whoa, are they making Double Dragon Revive? Did hear directly from John D. He actually responded to a comment in my video and he said, no, won't be coming out. So there is no Double Dragon Revive cab coming out. It's just going to be the original Iconic. I also asked John, because of comments I was getting on my video, how close will the prototype be to the final product? And John said pretty close. He said the only difference is the final product will have edge banding, and I still don't know what that is. I assume that has to do with like T-molding or coloring on the edges or something like that.
So this is Bobby's prototype that has real arcade T-molding, that nice thick rubber that has like a, what is it, about a half an inch groove in it that gets hammered into the wood. So real T-molding versus the edge banding is like what Arcade 1-Up and AtGames do, where it's like a thick tape.
Thick plastic,
yeah. It's nothing spectacular. So, but I mean, it's how you keep costs down, I guess. So, all right, keep going, Mike. Sorry.
Yeah, so anyways, we got to look at the cabs, and everything looks beautiful. I mean, they stuck with the original, Taito side plates, even though it doesn't have the Taito sticker. The cab looks great. It's arcade accurate. They are going with 3 buttons. And the other thing John D told me about the cabs is that they're going to be improved over the first wave of iconic arcade cabs. So the first one we're getting, it sounds like it's going to be made by a different factory. And this one's going to be more polished, was kind of the impression that I got.
Well, if they're not even going to end up releasing this one, Mike, can you just go back to the original one, one that's actually going to come out? Let's take a peek there. As you guys know, if you're fans of me personally or just fans of this show, you guys have probably heard me say this. I am not a fan of Double Dragon. Yes, it's one of the earliest and best classic side-scrolling beat-em-up games of all time that inspired generations and more games to come. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't like the graphics. I don't like how slow it is. I don't like the slowdown and all that stuff. Like, I'm just not a fan of Double Dragon. However, what I can say is this arcade looks great. And I think them going back to 3 buttons was actually a good thing. I actually think it looks really, really nice. You remember we thought they were going to go with 6 buttons. That way for people who are swapping out pies or other things can have their 6 buttons ready to go. All you have to do is, set them up through whatever encoder you're using and stuff. But I think it looks better this way. I mean, I like the control panel right here. Look how sharp that looks.
Oh, that's beautiful. The other thing about the control panel, I'm wondering, I think the control panel will be different. That's pretty slick, what Bobby Boo has got there. But I anticipate it'll be similar to what they did with Street Fighter, where it's kind of like a I don't know what it's called, like a textured control panel. Yeah.
Carl, you have the iArcade Double Dragon, which tells me you are a fan of Double Dragon. So what are your thoughts now, man? Are you gonna?
Well, I mean, I feel the same way you feel about the game. I mean, it's a game that didn't age very well.
Right, that's what I say. Like bad dudes, right? Like bad dudes.
You motherfucker.
Whereas the Final Fight I can play every day, all day. But go ahead.
Yeah. So when, and again, I wasn't a fan of iArcade, the shape, right? But when it came out, so my choices of what I had, the Double Dragon was the best option. I just didn't know I had to put my own, artwork
on it. Yeah,
and then they just gave you this little sticker for the Double Dragon, with the guys. So this looks a whole lot better than my iArcade Double Dragon. So this would definitely look cooler in the arcade than theirs. Because again, I'm just not a fan of theirs, of iArcade shape. I like the sound system and everything else within it, but just the outside. No backlit marquee. You know what I mean? So to have those elements in this one makes that a whole lot much better. I would much rather have this cabinet than what I have, for sure.
So I'm sharing an image that came from Arcade Insiders. Huge thank you to Paul Neo. He sent me this earlier today, and P-Dubs, just for you, he removed the Arcade Insiders logo from the image. He did that just for you.
Did he really?
Yeah, look, no Arcade Insiders logo.
Look, I'll bust people's balls about watermarks all day long. I think it's just silly and what's the word? It's vanity or whatever. It's, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you didn't personally take the picture yourself or create the image yourself like a graphic artist, then you shouldn't be watermarking it. It's just the way I am, man. I never watermark the stuff I share. But there you go. All right, keep going.
And we have the new poll now, so if we want to hide it, we can always.
Yeah, look at that. It's covered by the poll anyway. Suckers!
I've told this story a bunch of times, and OMG is going to shit on me and say there was no Dave, but my buddy Dave, his dad was an electrician. He had this arcade in his basement while his dad was fixing it. Huge nostalgia for me. This is one I'm pretty excited about. Hopefully the pre-order goes up for this like shortly after the original Street Fighter cabs come out, and we can plunk our money down and order these. And it'd be really cool if it was the same price with free shipping both to the US and Canada. Real cool, guys, if you could do it. Look, MG knows. Imaginary Dave. You jerk.
I want to see somebody do a Punisher, a really nice Punisher.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be real good.
What's funny too is, you know, and you hear this all the time. Well, you could play it on anything. You could play it on your TI-80 calculator. But I gotta say, man, playing Punisher on an actual Punisher themed arcade sounds fun. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would much rather have. I would much rather. You know, and when I did my my nephew, grand nephew, his cabinet, his heroes. What was that? Marvel. What was
Superheroes?
Superheroes. Yeah. It was with Punisher, right? So I still have that board, a PCB, and I'm thinking one day I'm just going to stick it. I think I might put it in Big Blue if I don't get rid of Big Blue. I think I'm just going to swap out the PCB and have a Punisher cabinet.
Okay, I like this idea. I like this idea.
It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
Just a quick update, guys. I see this in the chat, and I'm really sorry. We really anticipated Nostalgia being back tonight. In fact, some of us even tried to reach out to him today to ask if he was going to be on the show. Unfortunately, Nostalgia is unreachable, and we're a little concerned. So we're thinking about doing a wellness check on Nostalgia.
Yeah, I checked, and a couple of special cruise liners did depart the port there in Toronto recently.
That's what it is.
So yeah, who knows? Who knows? He may have got another gig on one of those boats. No, guys, we're just kidding. He'll be back. I know Nostalgia. The one thing he keeps talking about is, let's just put it this way, he wants to make a big entrance when he comes back. Like, so now I got to plan out this whole skit. You guys know 90% of what we do, especially the banter and play fighting, is skits essentially. So now I got to plan out this whole skit on when Nostalgia should pop in and surprise you all. So there you go. We'll figure it out. All right, let's move on. What are the Wave 2 improvements? Because the other machine hasn't even made it to people's homes yet, except for a couple prototype review units. Like, what are the improvements? Do we know?
No, I don't know. Did John just say it will be even better than Wave 1? And there's rumbling like behind the scenes that it's done by a different factory that is more I don't know what the right term, more used to building cabs of this nature.
Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting. Okay, and then can you put that image back up with the 14 games?
Yeah, sure. Well, 1 second. I got to bring the image back up. I took it down.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the show back on track.
This is what
we were rudely interrupted with a Nostalgia status question.
Like what we know is 14 plus titles plus bonus games. That's a really hard thing to speculate on because there's not a bunch of Technos arcade games. You can take WrestleFest and Superstars off, and there's only about 18 Technos arcade games left. So you've got Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, Combo Tribes, Shadow Force, Renegade, and like after that, it's like a mixed bag. Eggs is going to be on it. I know you're a big Eggs fan, Pete Ups.
Eggs? Oh, Eggs. No, that wasn't me. That was, man, do you guys remember Rainwater Games?
Yeah,
Rainwater Games.
I got a Rainwater mug, actually. Rainwater Games mug.
He was obsessed with that game, Eggs. Well, I do know that Technos made a lot of games that actually, I think, got licensed to Taito, Data East, and Romstar. So, like, some of those games were made by Technos, but licensed to and released by those companies. So it'll be interesting to see. Who knows, guys? It's been 40 years. Who knows where these licenses are, right? That's why you have people working licensing, right? They try and figure out who the hell owns the rights to this, who's getting paid to play this game. So who knows what games will come out? It's interesting. It's interesting. I have a feeling though. Wasn't Technos own? Doesn't Technos own the wrestling games, the WrestleFest games right now?
No, they don't own them. That's part of the licensing menagerie of trying to get like the WrestleFest cab from
Right.
like you got to get WWE plus then you got to get Technos.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, you
they
gotta
don't
get
own
both.
them. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, cool. So that's interesting. I mean, obviously that I don't think see that happening because just the cost of that would be outrageous. But can you imagine if they threw a few wrestling games on here? There's a lot of Technos wrestling games, what tag team wrestling and others.
Matt Mania.
Yeah,
which
Matt
is
Mania,
actually a really
Boozy
good one.
Boy. Matt Mania is a good one.
Oh, I got a good one. PW, you ready? Acrobatic Dogfight.
Oh God, I hate that game so bad.
It's so much. It's
It's the stupidest. Talk about the worst filler game you could add to these arcade machines. It's terrible. Let's see here. Oh, let me look up something here. I think I got something here.
While you're doing
Combat
that,
Tribes.
Carl,
Combat
anything
Tribes.
anything from Technos you want to see on the scab?
No.
And I'm weird too. Like all I care about is Double Dragon 1 and 2. If Double Dragon 1 and 2 is on this, I'm good. And I hope they put Double Dragon 3 on it, but I will never play that game again.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, the volleyball. Like pretty much every game that's on the WrestleFest arcade. You know what I mean? Actually, no, that's dodgeball. That's on the WrestleFest.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Super Dodgeball, US V-Ball. Yeah,
I love the volleyball games. Do you guys remember when iArcade had the volleyball game? I was I was obsessed with playing that game because I'm really good at it. There's some stupid arcade games like squash and volleyball that you just find yourself, wow, I'm really good at this game. You know?
Well, that's not really proper. There, he's Canadian.
Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's take a look at the poll.
Prayers for nostalgia. Let's find them.
All right, let's take a look here, guys. So, Iconic Arcade Double Dragon. You guys voted in the chat. Looks awesome. Interested, 51%. Holy shit. No interest, 40%. And need more info before getting hyped, 9% in the chat. Thanks so much, guys. We're going to go ahead and freeze it there. Very, very interesting. Like I said, from an appearance point of view, it looks great. I'm telling you now, will I be buying one? No. And that's only because I'm not a fan of Double Dragon. It's not my jam. You know what I mean? Maybe if Double Dragon was on the machine, but it was themed after a different game on the cabinet, maybe then I would pick it up, right? But I don't really want a Double Dragon arcade in my home, especially because I don't have the appreciation for the game that others do. And trust me, I understand that people love it. But if they made like a Final Fight, you guys know how I love Final Fight.
Oh, I would love for them to make
I
Final
would
Fight.
totally buy Final Fight. Even if it just had a black side with the little Final Fight logo on the side, I would totally do it, right?
Well,
so we all have
Final
our
Fight's
favorites,
Final
guys.
Fight's not on my radar at all.
I love Final Fight.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Gallagher guy has a real Final Fight in his arcade. He's got one of the coolest home arcades for arcade games I've seen in a while.
Send me the rebuke. Hey guys, here's an arcade machine that plays a game I don't like. No, don't send me the review unit. no.
So anyways, I'm really interested to find out more about this cab. I don't think we'll get too much more information until Street Fighter comes out. I think they're going to wait for Street Fighter to come out. They're going to wait for the feedback on Street Fighter before we start getting the media blitz on Iconic Double Dragon. I think Bobby Vu just did this mainly to honor the creator that passed away this past week, and it just struck up some new conversation.
Yeah. Man, we're losing people left and right nowadays. It's crazy. So, all right. But let's not go down that morbid path. Wonderland TMNT news.
Yeah.
So we're gonna switch over to this new Wonderland Pinball. Go ahead, Mike. Take it away.
So this week there was a very interesting and well done interview on a YouTuber by the name of
No. All right, take that off.
Oh, P-Dubs, you're not going to get attacked. Don't worry. We got to give the
I
man his
don't.
flowers. It was a good interview.
I don't like this guy anyway. I don't like him. So.
You do like him. You just don't want to get attacked.
No, I don't like him, and you know that. So.
All right, I'll take it down. But anyways,
you can reference something if you'd like.
They were on Cornercade's show this past week, and it was a really good interview. Peter and Gary did a great job, and Cornercade did as well, even though P-Dubs is pretending that he doesn't like them. So anyways...
would you stop saying that? Because you're going to stir up like crap. I genuinely have just no interest. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Anyways, they did a great interview. A lot of cool things were brought up. We got some new images of Jerry building like the whiteboard for the play field. And that was for TMNT. Plus, we got new looks at TMNT, which was very cool. That was very interesting. We know, of course, TMNT is going up for pre-order end of April, $7.99. I know for sure US. I think Canada too. The other big news about the pinball side of Wonderland Amusements was there's a Alice Goes to Wonderland 2.0 coming to Nebraska Furniture Mart. So let me get that image up for you guys so you can see.
How does that make a 2.0? Like what's different?
It's got black powder coating on the rails and legs.
Everything
I don't know
else
about
is the
other
same.
changes. Yeah, but it's going to be $9.99 at Nebraska Furniture Mart with financing. So
hey, the control panel's all black.
Yeah,
without the red, that looks better. Just all black, it blends in better, hides better.
I think it's sharp. And Peter did talk about the fact that he knows about people obviously getting the smudges and stuff like that from playing it. So they went with a powder coating on this, and I hope they stick with the green powder coating on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Someone made a absolutely horrendous suggestion that all the legs should be different colors to match the turtles' headbands, and I was like, that's the ugliest shit I've ever heard.
Nah, that's not a good idea. I don't think that would,
not at all.
That would look good.
You leave that to the modders if they want to mod it like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't sell it. Oh,
So
but
anyways,
the 2.0 they were talking about, they would have like split power for lighting, so that people can add the LEDs to it a lot easier. So a few changes like that.
Yeah, so that was exciting, and we also got an updated look. Oh, hold on, there was an issue with my file. I'm going to try again. Bring this one up. I don't know why it's not working. There it is. So this is an updated look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rod hockey game. We can stop calling it bubble hockey. Apparently it's going to be rod hockey. You'll remember with the first images that came out, the Turtles were more based on the classic cartoon series and toy series. It looks like these are updated to maybe the late 90s Fox, early 2000 Fox Turtles. You can see Shredder is visibly different. His daughter is there, and the turtles have like kind of a different look to them as well. So that was interesting to see that change. We also did find out a price point. I think this one is also going to be $7.99. I think I'd have to. I think it was $7.99, right, Carl?
Yes,
$800.
it was. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't something I need, but people who have really massive game rooms or basements, they kind of like having this kind of stuff, and ping pong tables and air hockey tables and stuff. So foosball tables, like if you have the room for that, I mean, this is just one more of those to put down there to play with. But this one isn't for me, so I'm not going to be following this one too closely. Hopefully it does well for them. I'm interested to see how the pinball machine turns out. Speaking of which, guys, we got a poll we're going to throw in the chat. Last poll of the night. So rumors are blazing about what they're going to do after TMNT. I know we might be thinking too far ahead, but what do you guys think? New Wonderland Pinball after TMNT. Will it be The Wizard of Oz? Press 1 in the live chat. Will it be Star Wars? Carl made me put that. Press 2 in the live chat. Will it be number 3 or 4, Dracula or King Kong? Put the votes in the chat. Guys, keep in mind, Wizard of Oz, Dracula, King Kong are all in the public domain. So they could easily make games based upon those titles. Let me know in the chat. Star Wars will be a little bit harder to come by. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
So, Moat, thank you very much for the correction. It's actually the 2012 Nickelodeon Turtles. I didn't follow Turtles like that far. I watched the first 2 series and that was it. So apparently these are in fact the 2012 Turtles, which makes sense because I think we bought some of these at the dollar store and we gave them to like my son there a couple years ago. That they look very similar to this. So thanks for the update on that, Mike. And also Jason Little Alien, you guys might not know this, Rod Hockey was his name in the Canadian adult film industry.
That's terrible. You guys are hilarious. There you go.
Carol, do you want to grab this one?
Yep.
Jeremy, thanks for the super chat, $5 super chat. He says, joined late, but Carl, that freaking Wonderland amusement song you made was awesome. Thank you, man. I just put the link in the chat. Yeah, a lot of people are digging that song on the group there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, you've made a whole album lately. Like Detroit Love, he's booking clubs, night gigs. It's taking off.
He's going to be on
I like writing songs, man. So
he likes writing songs.
It's cool to be able to take your words and have AI sing it for you. That's pretty awesome.
This would be good. War of the Worlds, Zero Redux or Zero Redo. I like that idea. That would be cool. Who doesn't like? I mean, speaking of which, we're about to reveal aliens are real any day now. Like, come on, man.
It's coming.
It's coming. Full disclosure's coming, guys. What are you gonna do?
So really quickly on this one, it's interesting. Obviously, they're playing like street hockey there in the game. The only comment I would have on this, for $800, I've heard people kind of like make comments of the price point. I know it would cost more to build, but if they filled in this bottom piece instead of it being like an open table and it was just like a structure like a pub table, I think that'd look a lot better and give it more of a premium look than this open table they have underneath.
Yeah, then you have to have more bigger graphics. It's going to cost you somewhere. I'm on the same fence with P-Dubs here as far as, this is not for everybody, because everybody's just not going to have that open space in their game rooms to be able to walk around this. But for the people who have the room and the size, I mean, this would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, for the right person who has room in their, I mean, guys, trust me, I'm jealous. Keep in mind, you guys know I live in Arizona. We don't have basements out here because digging into the hard bedrock is too expensive, too difficult. So builders don't build homes with basements. Homes either come with a loft or a den or both. And they're just not big enough for this kind of stuff. And like, man, sometimes I wish I was living back in Chicago, because I guarantee my house would have a full basement. And you'd have room for this stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like the big stuff. Like my wife tells me all the time, she's like, I would love if we had like a real skee ball machine. And I tell her, I'm like,
so cool.
I tell her I like 2 problems. So, number 1, my biggest fear is the ball going flying somewhere and breaking something. And then number 2, we don't have the room for one. Those things are massive, right? So, yeah.
So just going back and just to put a pin in this one, here's a couple other images that they shared on the interview with the Cornercade, which was this is the TMNT playfield, the whiteboarding Jerry did. And this piece up top, we were wondering what it was. It's actually going to be like a pizza shop. So it's a pizza shop above like their sewer lair.
Oh, so they're going to put a pizza shop above the sewer lair.
Yeah. The other thing that people did mention, and they made kind of a big deal about it, there's no pop bumpers on this table. So people are saying it's not pinball without pop bumpers. I don't think necessarily pop bumpers make a pinball, but they certainly are cool, aren't they?
Well, I like pop bumpers, and very few pinball games don't have pop bumpers, right? I mean,
one does. It's rated the greatest game of all time. It's called Godzilla.
Yeah. Wait, doesn't Godzilla have one? Isn't there at
least
one?
One UFO down bottom, but it doesn't really have pop bumpers. Yeah. He's got to add one. Jerry, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to add at least one.
When I look at like my Super Mario Brothers Mushroom World pinball machine, which is a mini pin with basically even a smaller table size than this. It's even smaller, guys, or shorter. It's wider but shorter in length than the playfield on this. They have three pop bumpers on there. It's all about how you design the table, right? Now, keep in mind, this could be fun. This could be a shooter's table, right? Isn't that what they say? Where you're just whipping the ball up and down sewer ramps all day long? Like, Like that would be cool. There's a third flipper.
I've actually heard a rumor that B Kong has.
Oh,
a
look at
third
that, Mike!
flipper.
Look at the left side. There's a third flipper.
Yeah,
interesting.
Right there. Is that where it is? Is it like a mini flipper or is it a full flipper?
That looks to be a full flipper on the left, Mike, right above the slingshot, right there. I mean, I can't mark it because
and that's what I'm trying to look for too.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a third flipper. Nice. But yeah, Meatball. So see how the length of the pinball machine from back box to player, that length from back box to player. These are actually longer in length than the Mario Brothers Mushroom World Pinball. But when it comes to the size of the table, Mario Brothers is a little bit wider, and this obviously is more thin. So hopefully that clears up what I was trying to say. But yeah, okay, cool. There you go. Go ahead, Carl. I know you're a huge fan of Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this layout. And again, until you play it, it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a fan of pop bumpers. I think they should have at least 2 back there somewhere. But I mean, I just like the sound of it, right? And it adds that element to it. But again, it'd be interesting to see even Wonderland looking at the field, the play field, is a lot funner than I imagined it would be when I first saw its play field. So again, until I play it, it's kind of hard to say how I'm gonna like it. But where would that bumper? Where would that third flipper? Where would that be sending the ball? It doesn't look like it's angled for you to really get anywhere.
What doesn't look angled to get anywhere?
The third flipper.
Oh yeah,
it's right there, Carl. Look right
here.
Yeah,
I see it. But I'm saying when you hit the ball, where are you throwing it?
I think you're aiming for the target on the right by the right ramp that returns to the in lane.
Oh,
so you see there's just like a little bit of a purple target there. I think you got to use that flipper to hit that target. That's what I think that is. And maybe also to go to the left side of the pipe on the far right and kind of like work your way back. I don't know if there's an orbit back there or not to kind of like work around.
Yeah, so Goofyfoot agreed with you, Carl. He was thinking the exact same thing. The thing about layouts and stuff like that, it's easy for us to make comments right now, but the thing with pinball, like B said, usually pop bumpers that stall the ball to slow it down for certain things to happen. This game might play really fast until we see someone flipping this, like either Jerry showing some video or Peter showing some production video of him playing the game. That's when you'll really get a feel for how it will play.
Yeah, and they said that as well. This is just a concept until they play it.
Yeah,
none of this means anything because once that ball goes there, you see where the ball is going to go. You know what I mean? This thing could be changed in quite a few different ways because it's just a concept that's at this point in time. The ball has to move on it before you can make some real decisions about anything that gets close to the end result.
Yeah, P-Dubs, I wanted to bring this up. This comment from Amiga Cami. She says Labyrinth doesn't have any pop bumpers and also for some reason has E.T. on its topper.
Oh, don't bring up the fact that you guys constantly say the goblins look like E.T. characters is insulting. And yes, Labyrinth doesn't have have pop bumper. I'm just
when P-Dubs has a day where he has to work in the office, he keeps looking at people and saying, P-Dubs want to go home play pinball.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Did I say something wrong? I mean, I was just pointing out that small machines have room for pop bumpers. That's what I was saying. Like I didn't like crap on the fact they don't have pop bumpers. I said was without the pop bumpers, it'll be a much faster game, right? And B even confirmed that too later on in the chat as well. So you're just going to be flying, like I said, you're going to be flying up and down these ramps and stuff, which could actually make it more fun for some players, right? If they don't like a slow pinball style. So yeah.
And the size of the table, at least with Wonderland, Alice Goes to Wonderland, is a faster playing table just because of the size. So that ball is always flying back at you. So.
Oh man, so yeah, this thing will be lightning fast. Ooh, Carl, let me get that off your face. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead. All right. So, Carl, what do you think, man? The live chat right now is trending towards Wizard of Oz as their next game.
Well, there's a good reason for that, P-Dubs.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that. Dracula, King Kong. I wouldn't mind a Dracula. I really wouldn't. I like Dracula. I love the Dracula franchise IP. Would be cool to see Dracula. King Kong, I don't need, but yeah, Dracula would be cool. So, vote Dracula.
Yeah, well, with
Dracula.
The danger with King Kong is like Stern just did a King Kong, so there'd be some brand confusion about that. So I would avoid King Kong at all costs. Wizard of Oz is a really
I would disagree. I would disagree with that, Mike. I mean, you're not competing. This table's not competing against a Stern at all. I mean, just like there's a Alice.
I know it's not competing against a Stern, but people are going to be confused because there's a King Kong Stern out and they're making a King Kong. So the confusion will be people saying, oh, is this a home version of King Kong?
Is there an Alice table out now?
Unfortunately, there was an Alice table that was announced back in 2024 Pinball Expo, right around the same time they were doing Alice in Wonderland. But obviously their Alice came out much later. And who did that one? P-Dubs? Was that Dutch?
There's a
Dutch Pinball did Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, they did Alice.
It's out now.
Yeah. They did an Alice in Wonderland,
and it doesn't impact Wonderland Amusements because they're not on the same playing field. They're two different worlds. So I don't think if they did a Kong that it's gonna, because Stern has one, is not going to change that. People are either going to pay $10,000 for one or they're going to pay $1,000 for a table. I don't think it's going to impact it.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Ichabod Crane here. Thanks so much for coming in. Always love his comments in the chat. He says original Nosferatu. So Nosferatu, as remember we talked about this when the Nosferatu movie came out. God, such a good movie, by the way. Such a good movie. If you guys don't remember, after Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, studios were wanting to make movies. We're talking early 1900s, and then. One studio decided to make the movie without Bram Stoker's permission, and they just changed the character's name from Dracula to what was it, Nosferatu, and the Count, and all the character names got changed from like Mina Harker and all that, right? Like all the characters were different, and they also moved the setting from London to France. Right. So Nosferatu was an illegal ripoff of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And when they took them to court, Nosferatu got removed, guys. Like that old movie got taken down everywhere. And it only really popped up back again when when it became more open domain. Plus the fact that, when people started digitizing old movies and people could get their hands on this stuff again. Right. So yeah, that's your quick Nosferatu lesson, is that Nosferatu was not before Dracula. It's a ripoff of Dracula. Hell, if you saw the Nosferatu movie, you're like, wow, I probably already seen this movie. Yeah, you did. This movie's been done time and time again, called Dracula, right? So, which, by the way, I love the Gary Oldman Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Anthony Hopkins and Winona Ryder. Like, that was a great movie, in my opinion, guys. I don't know if you guys are fans of that one.
And Gary Oldman.
I said Gary Oldman as Dracula. Oldman as Dracula. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, so there you go. But either way, whether they do Nosferatu or Dracula, I'd be all in. I'm just saying. I'd be all in. All right. Sorry, guys. There you go. There's no basement in the Alamo. Nice Pee Wee Herman reference. There you go. All right, Mike, go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah, me personally, I'm with you. I would love to see a Dracula done. That would be my favorite of these. But on the Corner Cage show that, the guy you hate, just in case anybody is confused about that and makes bad videos about you. So on the Corner Cage show, Wonderland Amusements did lean heavily towards suggesting the Wizard of Oz. So everybody's taking that as the next game that's coming out.
So that's why it's winning in the voting, not because the live chat really wants it. It's what they assume it's going to happen.
But it is a banger theme. Like, it would work so well like Alice did.
I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, will it sell? Sure. I don't know. It's just, does everything have to be like so kiddie? Like, let's go dark. Let's do Dracula. You know what I mean? Like, let's go nuts.
Let me get this straight. They did Alice.
Dracula, War of the Worlds. Let's do something dark.
They did Alice. and they had a dark take on Alice, and you were like, I don't like this. It's too scary. Yeah, Alice's face looks crazy.
What dark take on Alice?
The original artwork.
The initial,
yeah, you
initial
shit
back.
all over it. You were like, oh, she looks like
I
she's
know
on
that wasn't
drugs.
me.
Yes,
no,
it was.
that's what
Wasn't
the
it,
live
Carol?
chat was saying.
No.
We'll have to. All right, check the replay, Jason. Check the replay. Jason's gonna be like, what?
Mike, I just want to say here. See, this is the comparison. If someone searched on Alice in Wonderland for pinball, just like they would search on Stern, they're not going to be like, "Is that $1,000 one the same as that $13,000 one?" This is in two different categories, baby.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
sure.
that's your opinion. I personally think that it could create some brand confusion. I would lay off King Kong for a while. There's other stuff they could do.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and end the poll here because it seems like Wizard of Oz is just going to kind of run away with it. So let's go ahead and stop the poll, lock it in. 42% Wizard of Oz, 6% Star Wars, 29% Dracula. Hey, that's pretty damn good, Wonderland, if you're watching. 30% want Dracula. Think about it. King Kong, 23%. There you go. Let's go ahead and get that off the screen. I like the fact that we can add that widget to the thing.
Yeah, I like it too.
And it doesn't cover the chat like when you go to YouTube and whenever I open up a video, if someone's got a poll going, like it's there.
First thing I do is close it. Yeah,
it takes up the whole thing. You got to hit dismiss and all that stuff, and it just drives you bonkers, right? All right, sorry about that. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
Well, moving on. That's it for Wonderland right now. We're very excited to see the pre-order go up for TMNT. But let's talk about a little bit of console gaming because the Nintendo Switch Online actually did an update for the, paid, lower tiered paid version. And we actually got some good games for once. Pac-Man. This is not Tenjin Pac-Man. This is the actual Bandai Namco officially released cart. Pac-Man is coming to the NES, to the Nintendo Switch Online this week. So just like everybody in home arcade wants, more Pac-Man. But, this is actually one of the good releases you want for your NES.
Yeah, I saw on GameCube, and I was playing it the other night. I played it for about 2 hours on the GameCube. If you have Nintendo Switch Online for your Nintendo, it only works on Nintendo Switch too.
Yeah.
They added, is it Wario World or Wario Land?
Wario World. Yeah.
Wario World. And I played about 2 hours of that the other night and had a blast. The GameCube was a great system. I really loved my GameCube. I had games obviously like Resident Evil 4. I had
Rogue Squadron, baby. Rogue Squadron.
The Hobbit, which was an unlicensed. It's not based upon like the Peter Jackson movies, but the Hobbit Nintendo GameCube game was awesome. It was so well done. It was such a great adventure. All right, go ahead, man. Sorry.
So we also get Mendel's Palace, which is kind of like a puzzler. It's a little bit of fun. And then last but not least, I got to go ahead here to the third game, Tower of Druaga, which, arcade fans will know this one. This is the Tower of Druaga port. One of the better NES releases in a while. Usually we get some crap, but, Pac-Man, Mendel's Palace, these are, fairly decent games.
Yeah, I think that's a good lineup being
Rogue
released.
Squadron 2, Rogue Leader. No, it's Rogue Squadron 2. I can't remember. There's Rogue Squadron 2 and Rogue Squadron 3 that are on
the GameCube,
James?
Yeah.
One is Rogue Leader, and I can't remember what the other one is.
Well, I mean, there were a couple Star Wars video games on GameCube, but if you're talking about the Rogue series, it was Rogue Squadron 2 was a GameCube game.
What was the subtitle? What was the subtitle though?
I think it was
2.
I think it was Rogue Leader. I think that's what it was, right?
Well, let's find out. I'm going to find out now.
Now the GameCube came after the Wii. I never had it.
James is correct.
Before the
Rogue
Wii.
Leader.
Before the Wii.
Rogue Leader. And Rogue Squadron 3 was Rebel Strike. There you go.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader. Yep. There you go. Rebel Strike and Rogue Leader. Yep. There we go. Here come all the experts. Thanks so much. There you go. They're not going to be. Keep in mind too, when stuff's in the public domain, what it means is you can make your own original take.
Yeah, you can't
based upon the IP.
Well,
you can't really put Judy Garland's face on it because Walt Disney, I'm sure, has the rights to that.
That's what I'm not clear
But you
about.
can make your own Dorothy. You can make your own Scarecrow, your own logo, all that shit.
Here's one. I love horror movies, and anybody, like I could do a YouTube show tomorrow where I stream Night of the Living Dead, because Night of the Living Dead is in the public domain now. No one owns the rights to it. So I can actually do it like Mystery Science Theater, and I won't get struck for it. So that's why like a lot of these shows do like reviews, like Elvira did Night of the Living Dead, because it is out in that. So I don't know how that would work. Could they do a pinball on Night of the Living Dead and then use the movie assets? I would be fascinated how that would work.
The original Night of the... Oh, by the way, such a great movie, by the way. Was such a great ending. Can we talk about the ending?
Oh, so good. It's so controversial.
I'm assuming that you all have seen it, right? Like, you guys have all seen the original Night of the Living Dead movie, the black and white George Romero. Like, I'm assuming you've seen it. So can we talk about the ending? Or are you guys going to be like, spoilers, P-dubs, spoilers. Thanks for ruining it. Oh, look at here they come. Here they come. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I was going to watch it this weekend.
Oh, shut up, Carl. No, you weren't. Now you're just stirring the pot like Mike. Such a great ending to the first. It's so good. It's so good. It's gut wrenching, the ending. You know what I mean?
They could do so many cool things with it. They're coming to get you, Barbara Multiball.
They're coming to get you, Barbara Multiball. There you go. Is Dante's Inferno public domain? If you're talking about like the Dante's Inferno, like the original stuff, I would assume so. I mean, that stuff was written by Dante, what, 1,000 years ago? Something crazy like that? Oh man, I've been waiting guys, are you really messing with me? Have you guys not seen it? Guys, I need honest, quick answers in the chat. If you've seen the original black and white Night of the Living Dead by Joe Romero, put a 1 in the chat. If you've never seen it, be honest and put a 0 in the chat. But be honest, okay? Honor system. Because I want to talk about that ending. I want to talk about it, but I want honesty. And I won't talk about it if you all have literally never seen the movie.
J Pace, that is what is it? Not Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and they actually did a really good remake of that too. I really like the remake as well. So while you guys are talking about that, and since we're talking about horror movies anyways, I wanted to bring this up. There was a little known horror movie about 20 years ago, the release, called Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And like I first watched it, and it was supposed to be this like reality type show where this woman follows this wannabe serial killer by the name of Leslie Vernon, and it's kind of become a cult film. It was actually announced today, after 20 years, they're finally making a sequel to this movie. So for any Leslie Vernon fans, you're going to be getting Leslie Vernon 2, or Behind the Mask 2, The Return of Leslie Vernon. So that was big horror movie news today.
Oh, okay. Okay, that'll be cool. And I also heard, too, aren't they making another... who's the chick that killed her parents with an axe? Lizzie
Borden.
Lizzie Borden. I heard they're making another movie on her, or a TV show, something like that is going to be based on her. So, but no, I think it's going to be another one. You know how like Hulu does those big documentaries, like the Jeffrey Dahmer one and stuff. I think the next one they're working on is her, and those are crazy to watch. Okay, based upon the number of zeros in the chat, I will not spoil the ending. I will say this, guys. Please go watch Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. It's not really that scary because, well, I mean, it was scary at the time when it came out. People are like, they've never seen this before, right? But now when you watch it, you'll go back, you'll be like, look at these guys. Like, it's literally like a zombie is like a guy with like just white, like extra white kind of like clown makeup on to make him look more pale and dead. Like, and the zombies, like, they're like, it's not scary. Like, if you watch like The Walking Dead, a million times more violent and worse than the original Night of the Living Dead. But
you can watch it free on YouTube. So
yes, but it has one of the best endings in the history of cinema. And I can't spoil it now for you guys, but it is such an incredible ending. So it's worth the watch, even if it looks now like, let's be honest, it kind of looks like a high school film now, like a JV art club.
Oh,
film,
here we go! For
You know?
God's sake,
I'm talking
it
about-
doesn't hold up. It's just
I'm talking about
bad
like
mood.
that's what people who've never seen it before and they go back and watch something made that old and they're like, oh my God, where's all the computer special effects? You know, it might not, you know, the special effects haven't held up, but the storyline at the ending is so incredible. You have to see it. You have to see it.
It's good. Jason is right. The most gut-wrenching ending of all time is from Stephen King's The Mist. That is the worst. But actually, for horror movie aficionados, you may not have realized this. There's another kind of horror-esque movie. It's about the original Cabin Fever actually kind of spoofs the ending to Night of the Living Dead. It's fascinating when you go back and watch it and think about it.
Don't give them any hints, Mike. I want them to go watch it and report back next week. Was
Carl?
Stock Jock in it?
What's that?
No, Stock Jock stopped going to movies for a while after the silent films stopped.
Yeah.
He didn't like the talkies.
But Carl, you told me before you're not a big fan of the horror stuff, right? It's not your
No,
jam.
but that definitely is a movie I watched back in the day. That's a classic. See that's not. I don't like the gory, unnecessary gory. Just
Right.
you know what I mean, just for no reason. Give me a good mystery, good horror that it's not just all about the gore.
And don't forget, guys, we're going to be back here next Friday where I expect everybody to provide us with a 100-word essay on Night of the Living Dead.
Do we? Yeah. Don't you guys remember the essays from when we were younger? It was like a 5-paragraph essay. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
And the intro paragraph needs to talk about the 3 body paragraphs. You got to introduce the topic, then you got to write your body paragraphs, and then you got to do your conclusion and sum up everything. Yes, this will be on the test. This will be on the test. There you go.
One thing, just for you horror movie fans, one thing I'm really upset about, they're talking about doing another The Thing movie relatively soon, and like part of it is they're gonna spoil the ending to The Thing. It's one of those magical endings, like who was the Thing at the end of the movie? Like, were both of them okay? Was it McCready? Was it the other guy? So I hope we never get an answer to that. I always want that to be eternally a mystery.
For the Thing movies.
Yeah, the end of The Thing movie. I never want to answer what happened.
I have a hard time. I love The Thing, but I have a hard time understanding the creature's capability because, like it infects one person, but then all of a sudden it's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, and you're like, well, how the heck did it even transfer? You know,
it's like Mike B. Like when he came into the home arcade community, he was just everywhere and he ruined everything.
You're nuts, man. You're nuts. All right, what else we got, Carl? We miss anything else?
Nope. I think Michael B. I think we covered.
Was that everything, Mike?
We checked everything off the list, my good man.
Nice, and we got it done within 90 minutes. Thanks so much. All right, nobody does outros better than Detroit Love. Get hyped, guys. I know you're ready for it. But do us a favor, if you enjoyed tonight's podcast, give us the thumbs up on the way out. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Carl, whenever you're ready.
All right, guys.
Send them
Thank
on their
you
way.
for tuning in. We appreciate you. We love you. And make sure you get your homework done this time. Until next time, we'll see you on the web.